Greetings Earthlings, welcome to ForneverWorld, and after 3 long weeks, we finally get Bleach Chapter 433. I apologize for not doing the last review of 432, but it was Christmas. I barely got to do the Naruto chapter review, but again, I apologize for those that really enjoy watching these videos. But I know my homies like Yo Kurama and Phone held y'all over for that day, so it's all good. But yeah, jumping into this chapter, we learn a few different things now. We learn more about how Ginjo and these humans got their powers. So we learn that basically before these humans were even born, their parents were attacked by hollows, which is what I guess gave them their powers. You know, it gave these babies their powers, so they grew up and they have powers now. So that's I guess how they got their powers, because everybody been wondering, well, how these humans got their powers. Well, now we know. Ginjo wants to become human again, and Ichigo wants to become a Shinigami again. So, we have these two interesting, they both want what the other one has. Like, Ginjo has the powers that Ichigo wants, and Ichigo has the normalcy that Ginjo wants. Chad is finally back, and he has a little conversation with Ichigo, where he basically asks Ichigo, do you really want to become a Shinigami again? Not too much happened in this chapter. It was, another slow chapter, but, it's Bleach, so what can you expect? But it was alright. I guess it was really interesting to learn about how Ginjo and these people got their powers, that, the hollows left traces of their powers, and that's how these humans became, with their powers and stuff like that. Wasn't really that interesting, honestly. It was, another slow one. I thought maybe Kubo would get an incentive to come swinging full circle this year and, like, go crazy, but I guess, he just wanted to go slow again with this slice of life. I am, of course, still interested in Ichigo getting his powers back. I thought we would have already, in the last chapter, seen him get his powers back. But I guess Kubo is going to drag this on a little bit more. And we're going to see maybe in another couple of chapters if he gets his powers back. It's really getting already a bit tedious waiting to see how he's going to get it back. And, if he's going to get it back. I mean, we know he's going to get it back, but it's just, with the anime now supposedly ending and everything, a few things might change. We might see a lot of different developments as time goes on. I really want to see Ichigo get his powers back. That's probably one of the most things I'm anticipating. Also, with Ginjo, it kind of feels like, in the beginning I thought he was a bad guy, but I guess it's like one of those scenarios where, like, they introduce this guy and they want you to be confused. Is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I think he's a good guy. I really think that he's trying to help out Ichigo. And now with Chad there, being a part of all of this is really interesting. I'm glad to see Chad back. We haven't seen him in quite some time. So that was another interesting thing. Not much to predict in the next chapter. I mean, pretty much, I guess it'll probably be more dialogue of them just, hanging out, telling more stories or something. Ichigo might attempt to get his powers back in the next chapter. I mean, it's really hard to call this. I've been wrong every single time thinking that the following chapter, Ichigo would get his powers back. So we just gotta wait and see, I guess. My prediction is, it's just gonna be like the previous chapters, and they're gonna just keep having dialogue. Maybe I'll be wrong, maybe I'll be right, but I'm not too sure. That's all I have for this review. It was a kind of slow chapter, wasn't the greatest, far from the greatest actually. I'm looking forward, Kubo, step it up, man, step it up. I want to see some action, I want to see something. He's been slow pacing this manga for the past, I don't know how many chapters. Step your game up, Kubo. I'm ForneverWorld, and thanks for watching, people.